NASCAR Nextel Cup Racing on Fox is brought to you by Wendy's new spinach chicken salad. It's better here. By Enterprise Rent-A-Car. We'll pick you up. By Lowe's, where you'll find all your home improvement needs. Lowe's, improving home improvement. And by Dodge, you can take life as it comes, or you can grab life by the horns. Dodge. 16 to go. Matt Kenseth out in front of Kevin Harvick, Tony Stewart, Jamie McMurray, and Casey Kane. Will it become an economy run?
Getting close to it, boys, here. 16 laps to go. We do need to document that Michael Waltrip was released from the infield care center. You know, Michael Waltrip never passes an interview up, but he elected just to pass on this one. Said if he couldn't say anything good, he just wouldn't say anything at all.
And his DEI teammate, Dale Earnhardt Jr., who came in here as the point leader, got to a position in the race where he could not gain any more positions, and they have parked that car. Officially, he'll be 35th in this race and will lose the point lead, fall back to 7th as we look forward to Atlanta next weekend.
Yeah, well, the good news for them is they can beat the traffic and get to the airport. And
yeah, they can, because nobody's left. Yeah, and there's no cars out on the boulevard.
And Mama will be proud of her son. For she always tells us, if you can't see something nice, don't say nothing at all. Mom, way to go.
Tell you what, Kevin Harvick in the 29, he has his hands full right now. He cannot get off the corner. Tony Stewart's going to pull to the outside of him out of turn 2 right here. This is a battle for second. Remember, it's already been documented. Kevin Harvick is probably 4 or 5 laps shy on making it to the end. I think right now we got one of Ray Evernham's car, Bill Elliott in the 91. He's on pit road for fuel. I don't know if that's a bad sign for Casey Kane or not.
That's a bad sign.
Elliott gives up 18th position to come in for his final stop.
Still wet. Got a lot of laps to go here for to think that Kane might be able to stretch it further by that much.
Now, Kyle Petty's having quite a day as he battles Jimmy Johnson for a top 15 finish.
And you know what? If he could stay out there now, say some of these cats have to come to pit road for fuel, and he could stay out, man, he could get in the top 10. But Dale Inman is making, see, Dale Inman's making a difference. Old crew chief comes back to work, gets these boys turned around.
Nothing else, he brings a little confidence.
Not only that, he'll grab you and hurt you if you don't do what he tells you to. I like experience. You can't beat it.
Good to see Kyle having a good run here. He's up to the top 15.
It's like we were saying yesterday. Old driver, old crew chief, young driver. Young crew chief, old driver. Makes good combinations.
Matt Kenseth just puts Ricky Craven another lap down. We'll have about 11 laps to go. Right now, Kenseth has about a 2 3/4 second lead. Right now, we also have a battle a lot like Rockingham last week. Jamie McMurray in the 42, Casey Kane in the 9. This is a battle for 4th.
And so far, the only lead lap car to come to pit road for final fuel is Bill Elliott.
Of course, when you see one guy come to pit road like that and nobody else does, it makes you want, well, maybe they didn't get it topped up good when they were in the last time.
The rookies as a group qualified well, but Casey Kane, the only one right now in the top 10. Ryan Vickers still on the lead lap. Brendan Gaughan 1 lap down. Casey Kane and Jamie McMurray for 4th spot.
McMurray's not ready to give up in that Texaco car.
No, he isn't, but they've done a great job, Larry, like you said, of getting Casey Kane in the 9 car back up there in the front where he was earlier in the day.
10 laps to go. Matt Yoakum.
Matt Kenseth continues to pad his lead now to 2.8 seconds over second place Kevin Harvick. He said his car is almost perfect. When he has to push it, it still gets a little tight down in 1 and 2. And then he also asked Robbie Reiser, do I need to start conserving fuel? He says, negative, you are good to go.
Yeah,
that is a good thing.
The car goes down in the corner so well, so hard he's driving it down there, and it's sticking. And that's a beautiful thing for a driver.
In fact, the last time through turn 3 and 4, it drove down in there so good, he ran up on Sterling Marlin so fast, he had to jump on the brakes.
Matt Kenseth has won 8 of what are now called Nextel Cup races. His average starting spot for those 8 wins, 24th.
I just think that he's one of those kind of drivers that he's got something he likes in the car. He's got a feel he likes in that car, and he just doesn't want to give that up even for qualifying. He knows he's going to race well. He'll take his 24th, 25th qualifying spot. Get him on Sunday.
You know, this chassis right here, it's the chassis he won this race with a year ago. So we've got another battle with Casey Kane. Battle for third with Tony Stewart in the 20 car. Casey Kane just keeps getting better, but he's about 3¼ seconds behind leader Matt Kenseth.
He has such timing. The last couple of races we've seen, yesterday and the Rockingham Cup race, right at the final lap, he ends up right alongside the leader at the finish. How does he do that?
Well, I think one of the things, he's a young kid, he's in good shape. I tell you, conditioning, you can never sell that short, Mike. Being really strong, being really fit pays off at the end of these races.
He drove below the yellow line to get by Tony Stewart that time, and Kevin Harvick is not that far out in front of these guys. Casey Kane can see him, and while these guys are going side by side, look at McMurray in the 42 car.
I don't like this.
Gosh, Tony tried to squeeze him down.
Tony's not giving him any room, and he's trying to. They're going to get together here if he doesn't watch out. Tony got a little loose off at turn 4 there. He's definitely all over him.
Tony tries the cross under move. Wants that spot back.
Yeah, he's definitely not giving up. But see, there's a couple of guys that have raced each other like that on the dirt tracks all over the Midwest. But boy, so they're just having a little fun today.
That time Casey got quite a run when he put the throttle down off turn 2. He pulls away by about 5 car lengths, headed into 3. Now he has his sights set on Kevin Harvick, who we don't know can make it on fuel.
He'll make it. Golly. Get down that close, got to make it.
5 laps to go. The signal given to the race leader, Matt Kenseth. Dick Berggren.
And Tony Stewart just keyed his radio and told the crew, I'm out of tires, just out of tires.
He didn't make it, guys. No. Kevin Harvick, I think he's about to run out of gas. It looked like he slowed down a bunch down the front stretch that time.
Yeah, it's out of gas. It's giving out.
And at the worst spot in the race.
Out of gas.
He ran out just past start finish.
You see him swinging it back and forth. There you see his miles per hour.
I guess, Larry, that crew chief told the truth.
Harvick came in here 3rd in points. He won't leave in that position.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to do everything here. He's got to watch his pit road speed. He can't watch it. He don't have a tack. The only thing saving him is where he's pitting on pit road just past the entrance.
He's going so slow, I don't think he can get up enough speed to break pit road speed.
Yeah, this is the lucky break of the race. He's in the 2nd pit from the entrance. So who are the first 2 cars? Were you with us 2 weeks ago? Matt Kenseth, Casey Kane.
And 42 is right there with them.
Well, surprise. Matt.
Mike, when they told Matt Kenseth that the 29 had run out of gas, he says, I'm not surprised. When he was swerving back and forth before the restart, he was losing a lot of fuel out the overflow.
Good point.
Plus, just as we had documented, they had figured they were 5 laps shy, and he ran out with about 5 laps to go. He is back running. He's leaving pit road right now.
So Matt Kenseth now has a 4.5 second lead. They had to push Kevin Harvick out of his pit. Too many men over the wall. He'll be back.
He'll have to come back to pit road, so the hits just keep on coming.
Well, it's hard not to get, it's just hard not to panic when you've been running that well and then run out of fuel like that. It's hard to keep your crew composed in a situation like that.
Look at the interval. Matt Kenseth just went out of frame. Here's 2nd place Casey Kane. Right behind him, Tony Stewart and Jamie McMurray. Mark Martin's up into the top 5.
Actually, Kane is gaining a couple of tenths a lap on Matt, but I think Matt's probably in that conservative mode right now. I'm sure if he's trying to save fuel or just really not worried.
I think it's by design, as he's going to get the white flag this time, Matt Kenseth.
Final lap with a 4.3 second lead.
This is a very similar scenario to what we saw here last year with Matt Kenseth. Latter part of the race, he just drove off and left everyone.
The year before, Darrell, he won the most races of anyone, and everyone thought that Vegas would be his first of many wins, but it was his only win as Brian Vickers runs out of fuel on the back straightaway.
Another lead lap car. Matt Kenseth, he's just going to ride it home behind these 2 lap cars.
Matt Kenseth, the defending Nextel Cup champion, scores his 9th career victory.
Here comes the 42 trying to get under the 20. Nope, didn't quite make it.
But how about that kid, Casey Kane, in that 9 car, comes home 2nd again. Mark Martin 5th, Elliott Sadler 6th, Casey Mears 7th, Bobby Labonte 8th, Kurt Busch 9th, and Rusty Wallace top 10 finish.
Tommy Baldwin, Kane's crew chief. Matt Kenseth, as usual, overcomes a subpar starting spot. His team overcomes one bad pit stop, and they're going to victory lane.